Hey creeps, I'm Pure Horror,
I'm Miles.
and we are here to give you a little what we thought about the monkey.
The monkey.
The, the monkey.
Monkey
We
behind.
went to a early screening.
That we did yesterday in LA at the
Yes.
Grove at the AMC there, which is a lovely area. First time I've ever been there.
It was
Somehow.
stunning, yeah.
Saw a bunch of fun people. Spencer was there from Ice9, obviously.
He was doing the interview with
Yeah.
Oz.
Yeah, he interviewed Osgood Perkins at the end of it, which was really cool, and got some cool insight to the movie there. Saw a bunch of other people there. Howard Thornton was there. Who else did we see? We ran
Barbara
into
Crampton.
Barbara Crampton. That was nice. Mike Mowry, our manager, was
Mike,
there,
your
which was
manager,
nice.
yeah.
He managed us some popcorn and drinks, which was really
did,
cool.
that was
that
awesome.
was a very good manager move.
We had little reserved seats.
We did. It was really
It
nice.
was really, really cool.
There's some who else did we see there? Naughty was there.
Naughty
some
was
some of the other usual crew was very nice. Had some fans there too. Everyone was really happy.
You stopped and done some photos, didn't you? Done the thing.
Did some photos, signed some things, had some popcorn, way too much.
Oh,
As
yeah,
always, soaked in butter.
Oh, it was disgusting. He just has it dripping. I can't do butter popcorn. It's just so weird. I sat and ate my little cherry sweets and was quite happy about it.
We did. You got some sweets.
I got some sweets, some little cherry tube sweetie things.
Yeah.
It was delicious. But so yeah, directed by Osgood Perkins, whose dad is Anthony Perkins, who played Norman Bates in the original Psycho, which is super cool.
That is
Spencer
crazy.
told us that yesterday.
Yeah, had no idea.
No,
Not a
didn't
clue.
either. No.
Didn't have any idea about any of that.
So yeah, we had all of that. That was really fun, and we got to see a movie that we both really liked.
Yeah, I really liked it. I don't think I had heard of the movie. I remember I was in the shower and found out what the movie was called, and was like, there's no way I heard that right. Monkey
like,
movie?
The
Yeah,
Monkey.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I did hear about it. I don't know. But it was kind of cool going into this blind because I was like, what are we doing tonight? You know?
Yeah, well, neither of us had watched the trailer,
Yeah.
but I knew of the movie. I just hadn't watched the trailer. He also directed Longlegs, which I loved. I thought it was a great movie, and I did very much really enjoy it. However, I liked this more. So if you were a fan of Longlegs, you may quite enjoy this. However, completely different movie. This was funny.
There's a fun fact about Longlegs as well, because people think this is a follow-up to Longlegs, but this was actually written before Longlegs.
Yes, yeah, this was
And
like
it got revived. I guess there were some issues with funding and yada yada, but this is technically not a follow-up to Longlegs. It was actually done before. So that was another interesting fact about
this is actually a Stephen King adaptation of the book.
Well, he had
Yeah, people were
completed
saying
this before.
People were saying like, was this done?
as a follow-up.
But this was actually done or written before.
Yeah. So, fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact, indeed.
Yeah, what else? What were we going to talk about? Some of the...
What did you like about the movie?
I liked... cast.
The cast.
Talked about the cast. That was really cool. I've already forgotten. I know. Yeah, Theo James is in this movie, which is awesome. I love him in The Gentleman, which is a Netflix series.
Which I've
Super
never
great.
seen because I live under a rock. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Oh, yes. Bikini Bottom. But yeah, he's really great in The Gentleman, so that was cool. And then I don't know this actor's name off the top of my head, but in the beginning, the actor who plays the sailor or whatever he is from Wedding Crashers. He's Will Ferrell's brother in that movie, which was really cool to see him in a different role. Felt like the Bradley Cooper situation in Wedding Crashers, finally seeing him in something else, and he's not like a total dick.
Yeah.
Definitely cool.
Yeah, that was a thing for you, wasn't it?
What a huge thing.
I don't ever expect to like many modern horrors, so this really took me by surprise, and it was funny. And I'm not a big fan of CGI either, and there was a lot of CGI blood, but it was worth it. It was done well.
A lot of it was practical too, from what
There was
saying,
a lot of
how
practical, but there was a whole lot of CG blood.
Yeah, and some of the scenes. There's one in particular. If you guys like pools, you'll like this.
Oh, it's my favourite.
How he described it, I think it was they layered multiple takes, but it had all been practical. It was all practical, but it was how they got the the mess to be the way it was layering different takes, you know, with like a fixed angle, which was really cool. That was my favorite. That was my favorite one.
That
of
was
the
my
entire
favorite
movie. Yeah.
kill. That was my that was actually my favorite scene.
Yeah.
Because Theo, as a like parent, how he dealt with that, killed it.
Yeah.
Like, nailed it completely. He was frantic and then was like, do this, don't do this. And it was like, it was funny. It was very, very funny.
Yeah.
It is a gore fest.
Really is.
Like, if you love the blood and guts, this is going to be for you. There was another killing that I really enjoyed with the fire, and then it just kept going on.
The never-ending death scene.
Yes, the never-ending death scene. That was so good. And by the end of it, you were just like, oh.
Yeah, definitely.
Mental.
Definitely finished it strong with that one.
Yeah.
The kills in this were really good. I thought they were fun. They were gory. I mean, the overview of the movie, I think, like, there are kind of serious parts, but overall, they do keep everything lighthearted, and the kills are so gratuitous that it makes you laugh. Like, I mean, so many of these, I would look over her and be like, "Are you seeing this?" You know, like, this is insane. Really, yeah, she was laughing the whole time. Like, there were so many moments where she was just like cracking up after a kill. There were a lot of kills in this movie. Look at me like she is sick. There were so many kills in this movie. It was absolutely like, I mean, it's got to be up there. I mean, there were a lot. It was constant. It was like, it felt like every fucking scene someone died.
Oh, and as the movie goes on, it was just like one after the other. What's
your hair was attached to me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm watching The Last of Us too much. When I get those away from me.
Yeah, it was very much one after the other, and it was just so good. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. I definitely recommend it. I don't think we talked about the monkey at all. A key point in the monkey that you can see based on every photo of it. It's absolutely terrifying. This microphone has been pressed against my skin the entire time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix this by just holding it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like those TikTok people.
The monkey with the Tommy Lee spinning stick.
Does have a Tom, which wasn't originally supposed to be that way because you can't use a cymbal monkey. A cymbal monkey is
owned by Disney.
Yeah, you can't use a cymbal monkey in a movie.
Yeah, it's owned by Disney because of Toy Story.
I don't know. Some garbage.
So yeah, they had to change the monkey to the drumming monkey, which worked really well. I liked how that was done. I liked that when something's going to happen, it's like teeth.
Yeah.
You'd wind it up and his teeth would come up.
The teeth go up, and
I
then
really
his
want
arm
the popcorn
raises.
bucket. We need to go and find that.
We will get you the popcorn bucket.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
If there is one on the way.
We're going to have to go before.
Okay.
But yeah, the monkey was cool, and also Oz said something cool about the monkey playing drums was that it's like a rhythmic, tense building thing versus like, you know, cymbals. It's a little less dramatic and like building. You have more ability to build rhythmically. Yeah, and it like speeding up the tempo, you know, that kind of thing I think was really cool. So a really good point. I cannot believe I'm holding this.
Yeah, as a musician, you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you, anything you didn't like? Any disappointments?
No, I liked the whole movie. I thought it was really good. It picked up for me when it went from past to present, for sure. But I mean, the backstory was really cool. And I think it took me a minute in the beginning because I couldn't really tell how it was going. I knew what it was going to turn into, but it was a little bit into the movie. I was like, yeah, this is sick.
I very much knew what was going to happen at the end because I said to you, I was like, so that's going to happen here. And it happened.
Yep.
The nods to other movies was fantastic. There is so many
names
and little things and things that you see. So there's a scene where there's a whole lot of carnage. So just look through that scene and like see what you recognise from it. That was very, very good.
You liked something at the end.
And I did like there is a certain figure on a horse at the end, and I thought it was done really well. I liked that it was put there. I don't know if everybody's going to understand it because even he said himself he didn't know if everyone was going to understand it, and I was like, I loved it.
I think you'll understand it.
Yeah.
And then immediately after the rug, right after that, the rug gets entirely ripped out from underneath you, and it is one final big one.
Yes.
That you've been seeing. Really, yeah, and it's good because the tie-in from earlier in the movie. You'll see. You'll understand.
You sort of like hope that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then that it does happen and you're like, there is a God.
Yeah, because I mean, they could have ended it without that happening, and you would have been like, oh, okay, cool. But
He
then,
did actually say that was an added extra that they'd done last, didn't they?
yeah, yeah.
So I did actually film some of the interview, which we will put on the end. However, it is full of spoilers. So if you do not want this to get spoiled for you, as it isn't out until tomorrow, which is Friday.
It's tomorrow Friday?
No, tomorrow's Thursday, but it's going up today, which is tomorrow. Then it's going to be out on Friday. Don't worry about it. I understand. So yeah, it's out on Friday, but if you don't want to get it spoiled, just wait and hold off on that bit until you've actually seen it. And I do recommend you go and see it because it is so funny. If you've got dark humour like myself, you're gonna love it.
You will like this movie. I liked it. I would watch it again.
I'm gonna get the Blu-ray.
You should.
I'm gonna get the Blu-ray, and we're gonna go and get the popcorn tin. That's how much I liked it. I want the merch.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Seal of approval.
Yes, pure horror. Approves. Go check it out and come back and let us know what you think.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. Hey, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. How did everybody like that movie? I believe you.
So thank you so much for being here, my friend. First off, great work on the movie. What I love about the movie is it features two of my favorite genres, horror and comedy, blended perfectly, in my opinion. Some of my favorite films are, American Psycho, Death Becomes Her, Very Bad Things, and The Monkey, I think, blends them very elegantly, those two subgenres. Can you tell me, as a filmmaker, how you approach finding that perfect balance between slaughter and laughter?
It's funny, right? Because, if you're the writer, and I'm sure this is a room full of writers, it's a sucky fucking job. Right? Sit in front of
Year-olds out there?
even better, 12.
The film features absolutely incredible kills. I saw it last week and saw some of the reaction today as well. And I hear people going nuts for some of those kills. My personal favorite is the when the woman's head is on fire and then she runs right into the real estate post and impales herself onto Ida.
And I love he comes back later and they've kind of got a cone on it.
So cool. Yeah.
Don't do that again, just
Yeah.
in case someone thinks about doing that.
What was your personal favorite kill in the movie, and which was the most difficult logistically to stage?
I guess sort of my favorite is probably the swimmer, right? The diver, and she dives in the pool, and that kind of happens like that. All these things, you spend a lot of time in pre-production kind of mapping out how you're going to do this, and everybody's kind of on it, and no one wants their department to fail, right? And everyone wants to be like, wow. Everybody was ready, and then, special effects didn't bring the blood, and then we all went home sad, and we didn't get the shot. So everybody wants to excel at their piece. And, we did the swimmer, it's all practical, right? Like, we did it, we didn't blow anybody up.
Really?
We sent her home after she dove in once, because it's cold, we shot in Vancouver, it was cold, so we let her dive in once, and then we just kept the camera locked, and we did layers, right? We did plates and layers and plates and layers. So what we did was we had her jump in, got her out, got her dry, sent her home. She stopped getting paid, stopped paying her. She's done for the night. And then we kind of built a plank that went across the pool, and I've got my special effects guy dressed in a full sort of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Green Man suit. And he's out there in the middle of the bridge throwing body parts at the camera. Did that for a bit. Then we had a guts cannon. Anybody have a guts cannon in their garage? It's just what it sounds like. Like there's no mystery as to what a guts cannon is. And we did that a few times, and we sort of had this moment where we're like, hey Siri, how much blood is in a human body? She says something like not enough. We're like, really, that's all? Should we do what? I don't know, 7 times that? What does that sound good to you? And the special effects guys are like, we got it on the truck.
Evil Dead 2 style. I like that.
Yeah, cartoon, itchy and scratchy, you know?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah. Were you always a big cartoon fan?
Yeah, this comes out of an affinity for all of that sort of wonderful, beautiful nonsense. Like if you watch, you know, everybody here is familiar with Chuck Jones's sort of Wile E. Coyote and all that, and that poor bastard dies 10, 12 times an episode. Always looks good doing it, always comes back for more, but that fucker gets burned up and smashed, and mountains play, you know, buses roll over him, and he kind of just bounces back, and that was supposed to be the flavor. None of the deaths that happen in the movie can happen.
Right.
You know, none of them are legit. They're all cartoon. They're all to the extreme. You can't cut a head off with a hibachi knife, I don't think.
We can try. Any
I'm
volunteers?
sure people have tried.
Now, Stephen King, one of the greatest writers of all time,
Yeah.
not just horror, just in general.
Yeah.
I assume it's got to be pretty intimidating to tackle source material written by the King. And famously, he can be very critical of adaptations. You know, he didn't love even what Kubrick did with The Shining. I've heard through the grapevine that he really loves The Monkey. So congratulations on that.
Cowboy from Vancouver's name is Danny Virtue. Whether it's his real name or not, who cares? Danny Virtue came out and did the sort of the Horseman of Death for us. The bus, we didn't have the bus until really late. Like in the footage, the car drives off into the distance, and that's what we have. And the bus we added. The bus is totally. We shot that in a parking lot. We put it in later. We did the thing. But the bus isn't there. The truck is definitely not there. The bus and the truck are definitely not there together. That's for sure. Just for you people that we put that up there. It wasn't there, but I wanted you to be happy.
Loved Elijah Wood's cameo in that. He's so funny.
Such a good dude.
Nailed it. Did you have him in mind for that part right away?
No, I don't really do that because that's like wishful thinking that you're going to get anybody that you want and that their schedules are going to align and sometimes you can't even like imagine. Like I could have never imagined I was going to get Nicolas fucking Cage to play Longlegs. Like boy, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a movie that's going to star Nicolas Cage. It's going to be iconic. It's like, that's not really how it unfolds. So I just know Elijah a little bit, and he's one of these guys who's he's exactly what you want him to be. Hey man, that's amazing. This is great. I love this. Let's do it. I want to be there. When should I be there? I'll be there early. He's that guy. He's got the best spirit, and it's just happy to have him on board.
Well, let's give a round of applause for Osgood Perkins. And if it's all right with you, we're going to take some questions from the audience.
I love questions from the audience.
Let's see what you